This boy was born with 6 fingers on one hand. Everyone in town treated him like a freak. No one despised him more than his own father. The year the boy turned 7, his father lied and said he was taking him into town for a chocolate pie. Instead, he led him into a small shack. His father pressed his fingers against a paper cutter. That's when the boy realized his father meant to cut his fingers off. That's exactly when his mother arrived on the scene. But it was already too late. The pain was so severe the boy passed out on the spot, drifting in and out of consciousness. He felt his mother carrying him on her back, running toward the hospital. That day, his mother cried for a long time. She also picked him a whole handful of cherries. Cherries were his favorite food in the world. It was the only thing she could still do for him. This boy's name was Jack. From then on, everyone in town called him Six-Finger Jack. With his mother's care, Jack slowly grew up. Eventually, he started a family of his own. But the good times didn't last long. Ever since that day in his childhood, his mother, Helen, had never been quite right in the head. As she got older, her dementia only got worse. His wife, unable to handle the stress after losing a second pregnancy, walked out and left their daughter behind. Once again, Jack's life fell apart. He blamed all of it on his mother's dementia. He was convinced that if it weren't for her, his life wouldn't be this miserable. Jack lost all interest in life. He was constantly late for work. Every night, he'd leave his mother and daughter behind and head straight to the bar to drink himself numb. He wasn't holding up his end as either a father or a son. One night, he was heading out to a club with friends to pick up women. He dumped his 4-year-old daughter on his mother, dementia and all, to look after. Right when Jack was having the time of his life, he suddenly got a call from an unknown number. At first, he figured it was a scam, but the calls kept coming, one after another, more urgent each time. He finally realized something was wrong. By the time he got to the hospital, his daughter was already lying in a hospital bed, fighting for her life. Instead of looking inward, Jack turned on his elderly, dementia-stricken mother and unloaded on her.
모르긴 뭘 몰라. 백수 지색이 누구야?
보살님은 몰라요. 보살님 약 먹어요.
아이고, 이제 몸이까지 잡아먹으려고. 언니, 나 얘 없으면 죽어. 죽는다고.
Helen was the only witness on the scene. Her testimony, her account, it was critical. But because of her dementia, no matter how the police tried to guide her, she couldn't remember a single thing. Seeing how furious her son was, even though she couldn't recall what had happened, Helen knew she had to do something. The next morning, everyone realized Helen was gone. Jack had always resented his mother's dementia, but at the end of the day, she was still his mother. Just as Jack was frantically searching everywhere for her, the police station suddenly called. It turned out Helen, determined to get the police to catch whoever hurt Lily, was in the middle of raising a scene at the station. By the time Jack got there, the officers were holding his mother down, about to put her in handcuffs. He couldn't help himself. He rushed forward. The officers looked relieved when they saw Helen's son show up. Officer Collins patiently urged Jack to just take his mother home. But right then, Helen suddenly said something strange.
변신 완료! 궁뎅이가 커요! 11시 55! 앵가씨도 알아요!
Listening to the old woman ramble, every officer in the room just looked helpless, even though Helen was a witness. Because of her dementia, not one word she said was going to be taken seriously.